Welcome into your Louisiana Go Nation. He is Brian Hall and I'm Chessa Boucher. Everybody had Indiana winning the national championship in 2025, right?
So sad.
Why?
It's over. I don't know what to do with my hands now. There's no football season. What do I do?
With the biggest flex of them all.
Oh, I'll talk about Big Netty here in a second. But first,
Google me, I win.
I love it, and we'll talk more about it as well. But lots to get to. We'll have baseball, women's basketball. We're gonna have a couple more national champions here.
Oh yeah.
In the next few months.
Yep.
First off, though, we started off with what we learned. Chessa, you have the floor.
All right, I'm gonna take this one over. So what I learned is Lane Kiffin, he is cooking, y'all. Hat tip to him and his coaching staff, but it's not just the Lane train doing the work, his staff is as well. But not only is he trolling on social media and winning that war, but now he's backing it up with his first roster here in Baton Rouge. LSU has the best portal class in the country, signing 41 dudes, or I like to say 41 dogs. It could be one of the, if not the best portal class in the 5-year portal history. Plus, you know, a top 11 recruiting class for the high school ranks as well. And one thing you can say about Lane Kiffin, he is not scared to go after what he wants, and he's not going to wait around on it. He's going to make it happen. Someone else who is very familiar in that regard. That would be another portal king here in the Red Stick, Jay Johnson. He had some kind words for the Lane train.
I just think he's the perfect coach for like what we need. I think his background is something I point at, and you look at who his dad was. I mean, defense. When I think of like who's the best defensive football coach of all time, that's his dad. And then he's coached with the two best college football coaches of this time, with Pete Carroll and Nick Saban, and then there's a boatload of experience, and that experience is really, really valuable. And so you put all that together, and you put him in this chair. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do.
Look, everyone's excited here in the Red Stick.
Yes.
Getting that, and you might still be adding to it. Mr. Seaton, come on down. But look, when you look back on 2025, it's kind of tough to grapple with it. But we now live in a world where Indiana is the national champion in football. And by the way, the accepted inference now from there is that Curt Cignetti is probably the best head football coach in college football right now. A guy we didn't know 2 years ago.
Nope.
A man who looks more like a science teacher than a leader of alpha males. A man who gives the most unhappy vibe now has the biggest reason to smile and celebrate. And here's the worst part of it all. He's not going anywhere. Most coaches would say, let's take this formula to a bigger spot. Let's make it repeatable. Let's make it bigger and badder and flashier. If that were the case, then Cignetti, of course, would be at Alabama. And the Crimson Tide would have fired Kalen DeBoer without blinking an eye. Curt Cignetti would be in a different shade of red today. But Indiana is just as good to him as a landing spot is concerned, as he, of course, has been to Alabama before. So he knows exactly how that sausage is made. This is a wild turn of events in sports, and you can bet your bottom dollar other schools will try to copy it. Remember when Ed Orgeron got it done? Others followed. You better hope Cignetti turns out to be a one-hit wonder too, because if word gets out that you don't need all these blue-chip Ford 5-stars, make that formula work to win a natty, well, let's just say we live in a different world right now here in sports.
All right, Lane Kiffin and company absolutely demolishing, obliterating the transfer portal as we speak, earning the #1 portal class in the country. Ole Miss fans,
you're going to do this?
Just probably tearing up there in Oxford, Mississippi. You know, the Lane train, he is just grinning ear to ear. He is one happy camper, and he should be. Prince Will Ulamani Ellen.
Nailed it.
That's what I thought. I killed it, y'all. Now, officially, he is a Tiger. The former Ole Miss edge rusher as a big-time addition for the Bayou Bengals. He's the #5 overall transfer in the portal and finished 3rd in the SEC in sacks. The Tigers added 41 players from the portal. Uamani Mielen is the 4th player from Ole Miss to join Kiffin here in Baton Rouge, along with wide receiver Winston Watkins, offensive lineman Devin Harper, and linebacker TJ Daugherty.
You went for like a second scoop.
Oh yeah, you gotta go for it.
Speaking of, you just named him, TJ Daugherty, also a commitment to LSU, signed on, and now he's here for a 5th year. He logged an SEC high 98 tackles for the Reps, so a lot of experience there. We saw that with Indiana.
Yep.
older guys, lots of experience, likely to start alongside Whit Weeks. Let's take a look at and look ahead to 2026. A look at your Heisman odds. How about this? Arch Manning, the favorite to win the trophy for a second straight year, but he started to back it up there in the second half of the season. So watch out for him. And then, of course, you've got Sam Levitt down there as well at 12-1.
Now, here's a look at your way too early national title odds by BetOnline. LSU has the 7th best odds at 11-1 of winning a national championship in Lane Kiffin's first season in the boot. Arch Manning and Texas are the favorite, though. Manning is the early favorite to win the Heisman for the second straight year, while we already talked about that Sam Levitt. It's 8th, so.
It's all up for grabs. If we learned anything last year or this year,
it's wide open.
It's wide open.
Nobody
and we're going to talk
matters.
about who wins it, by the way, a little bit later, too.
All right, coming up, Kim Mulkey and the gang are starting to figure some things out at the right time. They're on the hardwood. We will talk about it next.
And don't think that we're getting out of here before we talk about baseball. Lots to get to as the season just around the corner there, Chessa. We'll talk about LSU baseball and where they sit coming up right after this.
Welcome back in your Louisiana Go Nation. He is Brian Holland. I'm Chessa Boucher. You know it's baseball season with Jay Johnson making the rounds. Then he does his yearly stop there for the Baton Rouge Rotary Club. Yeah. And he delivered. I love Jay Johnson before this season. He is chef's kiss.
Yeah, he's supplied a couple trips to Omaha for us to go sample the steaks up there.
Yeah.
We're just over 3 weeks away from that season opener. Valentine's weekend, by the way.
Yep.
So a little bit of love for baseball. The defending national champs trying to go back-to-back. Look, each year he talked about it in front of the Rotary. He's looking for that special moment where he sees his team bounce back. They learn something about themselves, and he learned it, of course, with the national champs this past year as well.
I often get asked, like, when did you know? And it was kind of in that next stretch. Like, we came home. We beat Alabama in really tight games and won 2 out of 3. We beat Tennessee 2 out of 3. You know, who was there at 1:17 in the morning on that day? That was so awesome. Holy cow! Like, all I remember is Jared hit the ball like 800 feet over the center field fence, and I mean the place is going nuts. I was like, man, it's 1:17 a.m. and it's still packed in here. And, man, there was this like rap music going on over the radio. I don't even know what it was saying, but I was like, this is the greatest song I've ever heard.
Oh, he had him going up there, eating out of his hand. And look, at LSU, you're the hunted. That's just how it is, even in the SEC. But especially coming off a national championship, boy, it just heightens it even more. The signal of another campaign to get back to Omaha, of course, also the first pitch banquet. This year, the mantra for the team, focus. We spoke to one of the champs, the returners, about last year's Tiger team, and asked about that pressure of being those defending champs.
It's awesome, and this is something that me and Coach and a few of the guys have talked about very recently. It's that we have a target on our back, but lucky for us is that we can turn that thing right back around and we can go into places with the way that we work, the way that we prepare, and we can go show people. And it's the 5th inning and their Friday starter gets taken out of the game. It's like, this is why we are as good as we are. So our goal is to turn the gun around, be the ones on the attack, and just, we say it all the time, it's act like number 1 but work like number 2. So that's what we're looking forward to doing, going in, making an impact early, and running it back.
Now LSU returns a decent chunk of their roster. They're having to replace the best pitcher in all of college baseball from a season ago in Cade Anderson. The 3rd overall pick made a massive jump from year 1 to year 2 in the purple and gold. And now it won't be easy replacing him, but Coach Johnson is confident in his returning pitchers like Kason Evans, Maverick Rizzi, William Schmidt, and Cooper Williams. And while he says they're capable of making a jump similar to Anderson, they don't need to.
I think there's some similarities that you could look at and see how maybe we could progress to that. But we don't need anybody to do that because that was the best pitcher in college baseball. We just need the William Schmidt to be the best William Schmidt, Kason Evans to be the best Kason Evans, Cooper Williams to be the best Cooper Williams, Maverick Rizzi, and on and on and on. And I know that sounds like super coach speak, but developing pitchers is something that I'm incredibly proud of that we've done in the 4 years that I've been here. And I feel like we have a lot of good candidates to take a step forward.
All right, still to come, we're not done talking about college football season. That's in this week's Who You Got.
Why are we showing Notre Dame? Ick.
You tell me.
All right, plus Kim and company in the 6. Cooking with the wrist motion. They are cooking, y'all. And we'll have the highlights right after this.
Welcome back in your Louisiana Go Nation. He is Brian Hall and I'm Chessa Boucher. Kim Mulkey and company had a slow start, but it was a tough gauntlet there to start SEC play. 4 out of the 5 top 12 ranked teams.
I'm admiring over here. I mean, she is who she is. Kim Mulkey always shines, but man, that was nice. And getting a good road win in the SEC is crucial too.
Absolutely. It was a big one. LSU clicking at the right time now after being battle tested out of the gate in SEC play. Flau'jae Johnson knocks down the triple big foe with a big night there in Norman, giving the Tigers their first lead of the ballgame. But Jada Richard with her coming out party. If you didn't know about 3-0, now you do. LSU ends the quarter on an 11-0 run, leading by 8. And of course, well, they keep it rolling in the second big foe yet again, feeling herself as well. She had 15 first half points. She finished with a double-double, 23 points and 10 boards. Then guess who? Michaela Williams, Boss City, hits the jumper, part of a 7-0 run. The Tigers put this game on ice in the fourth, as they should. Tigers roll 91-72 over Oklahoma, winning back-to-back games against ranked opponents for the first time since 2023. Richard, with a career day, she held the Sooners' leading scorer to just 11 points, while finishing with 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals.
She's the type of player right now that we thought she was going to be. I just had somebody ask me out on the floor, did we know that was number 30 going to be this good? We did know number 30 was going to be this good. She was a very, very competitive defensive player in high school, and also quick off the bounce and could shoot the basketball. It was just a matter of her transferring that to the collegiate level. She's everything we thought she was going to be. But she has a voice on the floor now. She doesn't have a problem saying something to Flau'jae or Michaela or any of our players in terms of getting them in the right place or telling them something that they need to do or some area they need to pick up upon. So that voice has been, I think, the biggest change. But her ability to play and defend, everything we knew we were going to get.
You love those smaller,
I do.
boisterous guards.
I do. Give it to me.
By the way, it just occurred to me who Flau'jae looks like when she plays.
Who?
Clyde Drexler.
Oh,
she just
I'll give
glides.
You that. She does.
LSU not exactly gliding against Florida. That's a tough place to play. Defending champs Max McKinnon with the reverse right there. But it was not the day for the Bayou Bengals on the road, as LSU falls on the road 79-61 to the Gators. Tigers got out rebounded 50-30. Look, Florida's probably the biggest team in the country.
Yep.
Unofficial stat, Gators with 24 offensive boards. No surprise there.
Yikes. Now, still to come, could Arch Manning be the next QB to win a national
Bevo!
championship? We'll debate it.
Taco meat. Still to come, we check in on the team that could be the next national champion for LSU. We'll discuss.
Welcome back into your Louisiana Go Nation. He is Brian Hall and I'm Chessa Boucher. Jay Clark knows what it's like to be hunted as well.
Yeah, that purple and gold, even if it's on a leotard, you're going to be the hunted. And especially after the first week, you go out, very first meet, you throw up a 197.5.
Yep.
And you got to go on the road, and it's a top 10 matchup. Guess who? Georgia. Mike Tomlin in the crowd. His daughter Harley actually participated in the meet as a gym dog early on. It's your star, Kaylin Chio, falling off the ball. I don't remember her ever doing that last year. Usually an exceptional score, not for here. And Connor McClain steps up as your anchor. Stick crown, 995 right there. And then Kaylin Chio, she's not going away. Redeeming herself right there at 995 on vault. But LSU would have an abysmal time on floor. When have we ever said that?
Never.
Connor McClain, the first pass, steps out. Then her next pass, just a fall. Weird to watch. And it was a weird one on the road. Thankfully, I should say.
Yep.
Just the second week. You don't even get a 197. First loss to the Gym Dogs in a decade, but they are not panicked.
Not exactly the way we wanted it to go by any stretch of the imagination, but as I told Scott on Friday night, sky's not falling. We're fine. We've got a great group of kids. We knew going into this year that there might be a little bit of growing pains anytime you are kind of revamping and retooling some lineups. Certainly we don't want to self-destruct, and that's what we did. As much as I want to win them all, and I do, and I hate losing, and it's not the end of the world.
Our main approach is just like moving on. We addressed what we needed to address in a team meeting, and it was all really good, very athlete-led, and just what we felt went good and what we felt we needed to work on. But it's early and just growth at this point.
Closing out the show, it's a college football playoff. Who ya got? Brian is going down. That's next.
Closing it out with a who you got, and having withdrawals already. College football season is over. So let's talk about it more. Who wins it next year?
All right, this one's kind of hard to say, especially since I'm going with an SEC opponent.
What?
I'm saying Texas.
Oh, no.
Steve Sarkisian and Arch Manning. They brought in some weapons for Arch. Brought in a talented running back. Arch's second season as a starter. He already knocked. I mean,
It's so gross.
It doesn't feel great coming off the tongue. Not gonna
You
lie.
brought that to this show?
I did.
The Cheez-It
I did.
Bowl winners?
Yep. They want more than the Cheez-It Bowl. They want to be in Las Vegas.
Well, we all know that the winner of the Cheez-It Bowl comes out their very next year and has immediate success,
All the
especially
time.
with a cow on the sideline and fans like that in the stadium. I might get a little ickier, actually, with what I'm about to say. Notre Dame.
Excuse me?
They're going to play like a champion next year.
They're not going to opt out? They're going to actually
Look,
play it?
let me build it for you.
Okay, I'm listening.
Easiest schedule in the world, right? Think about this. Who was left out of the CFP in 2024? It was Miami. There's something about a revenge tour. The scorned lover,
I don't believe
Notre
it.
Dame. All
I don't
right,
believe
that was gross.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Just Boucher, I'm right on. Till next week, this is the Go Nation.